Hey Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of October. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave it those that need to hear right now and come back for the next month's reading. But it is officially witchy season. This is literally my favorite month. I love fall. I already decorated. I mean, I already decorated in September, let's be honest. I'm obsessed. I'm one of those people only for fall. I think I'm like on time for everything else, but yeah, I'm obsessed. But we're not here to talk about that. Let's go ahead. We'll jump right in. We are doing past, present, and future. I think that I got a lot of good feedback on the last video I did, which kind of went that way. So if you want to look at it, it's all the signs in one video, but they do have timestamps. So you can go ahead and hop on over and see that one. But let's go ahead, see what's going on. We're going to pull some cards, well, a card here first to give us a theme for Scorpio and like what's going on for this month of October. Abundance. I am loving that. I feel like that's a good energetic vibe for the month. I feel like a lot of good things are coming your way. Like, I think it's very self-explanatory. I feel like doors are opening at the moment. And if you're like, well, I don't see any doors opening, I don't see any abundance coming my way, it's because we're talking about October. It's coming, right? And I think that you guys are trying to give you that like positive push and feedback in case you don't feel like you have that coming. But again, it's all about perspective too. Abundance is love. Abundance is happiness. It doesn't have to be materialistic things, though it could be, right? So let's go ahead, pull some cards here and see what's going on in the past, present, and future. Yep. Do that. Okay. So in the past, we have Three of Cups, we have the Six of Swords, and the Fool. So you took a leap of faith here. There's a lot of positive energy from the past that I feel like is trickling into the future. There's a sense of walking away, moving, like physically moving and leaving. So it may have been a situation, maybe you physically moved to another city, state, country, maybe new like apartment. It doesn't have to be that far of a distance, but there is some sense of movement, walking away from something, kind of leaving the past behind. And it was a spur of the moment thing. You definitely took a leap of faith. This was definitely something difficult, a really hard decision that you had to make, but you had to make it. And it left you really in a positive state. I feel like you have your freedom. I have your sense of you going out, enjoying life, being happy, being free. And I think a lot of you guys may not even see that it's happiness because it is a tough situation. I feel like a lot of you guys have gone through some kind of tough thing that like is still kind of lingering, and you're like, well, I didn't have fun, but like realistically you did put yourself out there. You did have some moments where you were able to smile, and that's what that is coming across. But your guides see that you have had that journey and that process and that change that took place. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the present. So we have the Ten of Swords. We have the World. The Ten of Swords in reverse. We have the World, and we do have the Eight of Wands. So presently you're feeling it. I think, I feel like you, for the past, because you kind of like moved so quickly that you didn't have a second to grieve. And I think right now you're kind of taking a second to grieve. It's kind of hitting you all at once. I feel like there's like it like hit you like a wall, and it's been a little bit more difficult, and maybe you don't see that now, but it will be in like the next few weeks. But it's like things are reminding you that you have to feel bad, even though you don't have to. It just like it's there, and you're emotional, so like it happens, and you kind of like see it. Like, we're emotional beings, right? And I don't know why this looks like a lotus to me, so no mud, no lotus, right? So that's what the abundance kind of is coming from, like all this joy and happiness, this movement, because I do see the World. I do see the Eight of Wands, so I think something has come in pretty quickly, whether it be a message, email, some kind of form of communication, bringing you something that you've been kind of manifesting, because I do see the world being something coming full circle, right? So whatever that means to you. So like, let's say you left a job, you moved careers, whatever, like you're going to have that opportunity to kind of do what it is that you want to do. Maybe you broke up with someone, now you're out with your girls, and now it's like hitting you that I'm single and I just got broken up with, but then there's going to be an opportunity to connect with somebody. So that's what that like place it where it makes sense. It doesn't have to be those specific topics, but something's coming through pretty quickly in form of communication to kind of bring you that like specific full cycle thing that you've been looking for. So I do see the completion. This is supposed to be something that's going to complete whatever chapter that you're in right now. And it's like you are missing those pieces, and that's where the abundance is. So it's going to fill you, like fill your heart. So, you know, if it is a job, sure, financially, sure, but the security, like what I feel like people have a definition of happiness and it's all different, right? But the core thing about whatever made you happy is that feeling. And I think that's the one thing that I want to like stress. Like, yeah, money could bring you happiness because it brings you stability. And what does stability bring? What is that feeling? Like that feeling inside here, that's the abundance I want everyone to feel, because that means that you received everything that you wanted. It doesn't matter what that is. So I see that happening pretty quickly within the present. And I feel like you're going to know it, and it's going to just kind of like rapidly take off. And if that's what, and I feel like right now, if you're in that funk, like everything's hitting me at once, like the emotions, the feelings, the stress or whatever, just know that there is going to be a reprieve from that. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the future. So we have the Hermit, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Swords. So that's really interesting. I feel like you guys probably didn't completely heal from the past situation. Very interesting, because I see everything that's coming in abundance coming in, and I think you're going to take away only what you need, which is very interesting, because I think like you are in a position to take full advantage of your situation, but I don't think you healed completely from the past. I feel like you're going to be kind of going through yourself where you were with your friends and partying in the past. You're going to be kind of taking more time to yourself. And it's going to be like, yeah, the opportunities that were handed to you. Like, okay, for example, like if you got a promotion, a new job or whatever, got a raise, you're kind of keeping yourself, you're putting your money away, you're saving, you're not going out partying and spending money, whatever. You're kind of taking care of yourself and your own future. And if it's a relationship, it's kind of like you don't want to post this person. You want to keep it private. You don't want everyone to know about it. You want to savor the moment because you went through hell before. And now it's like, I just wanted to do this differently. And that's why I'm getting the Four of Pentacles, especially with the Hermit. You're trying to keep it to yourself. But I also feel like you're not almost taking advantage of that situation at hand. And you, like I said, you're only taking what you need, which is almost like beautiful in a sense, because it's like you're not being greedy. And there's almost some sense of beauty within that. But I am getting a sense of almost confusion within the situation too. And again, I just don't feel like you fully healed. I think there's going to be a lot of healing that needs to keep moving forward, that you're going to need to keep moving forward with. And I think you'll have to make some kind of decision at some point with this new situation at hand, especially the one that you're trying to keep close to you without having anyone interfere. I think things get serious, whether you decide that this is a career you really want to do, or this is a person you really want to be with. There's some kind of decision, and there's a lot of confusion. So let's get some advice on this situation, last minute thoughts from your guides. Because I mean, I think that this is beautiful in the way that it's evolved. And it gives you something to look forward to, because abundance being there, you know, that's great, especially with this such a tough time that you guys are kind of going through. But let's send some last thoughts and advice. Yeah, let's do that one. I hate that these keep flipping, and it's because of me and not because of cards that want to come out. But those came out. Let's stick with those. So we have an extra card here. Yeah. So we have again, coming out twice, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, the Death card, and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is advice from your guides. Your guides have seen you obviously walk away from something. They know that you're going to have a decision that needs to be made. And I think that they're trying to tell you that not to, okay, whatever decision comes up, like if you need to make, again, like we use the example for a partner and the person wants to be more serious and you don't know if you want to be serious because you have a lot of healing that you need to do, there is a rebirth. There is a rebirth within what you're feeling, who you are. And I think you will get an answer what way to go, because there's going to be divinely handed stability. So Ace of Pentacles is going to be a new beginning, and I think you are just going to know what that is for you. Whether that is a stability within this relationship, like this person's offering, or work, whatever, career, this situation's offering you stability. Like, look, listen, like, I know that I'm gonna do dating, because a lot of people like the whole dating scenario. They're gonna be like, look, I know that you don't feel secure because we don't have a title. Let's make a title because I want to move forward. And like, you're going to feel more secure about that. That is a green light from you guys. If you feel anxious and antsy, then that's not for you, and a new person's going to come in. This is all based on you and how you feel. And every one of us is different, and our situations are different, but your guides are going to be there, and you just have to listen to the signs. But they see you growing into a completely different person because, again, you're healing. You're doing the work right now to heal. And the death card being here, this isn't bad card. For me, this is beautiful. So for me, this is beautiful because it's just showing me um that there is like a new, like, the sun is coming up. Whatever you were and who you were in the past and situation in the past is gone, and a new light is coming. So I mean, I think this is beautiful. I think that you have a lot to look forward to, and again, it's going to take work, but that's okay. I think it'll be worth it in the end. So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. Leave a comment so people don't feel like they're alone, and thank you guys for coming back. I'll see you next one. Bye.